What's going on, you guys? Um, Sorry for being a little bit late. Plastic Thunder, what's up, people? We getting it together. Bear with us. Yeah, Plastic Thunder's having a little bit of trouble with his getting set up with Discord, so just bear with him as we try to figure this out. But for now, let's say hi to whoever is here. Figure Films, what's going on, man? Sarai Rangel, what's going on, mom? How you doing today? Can y'all hear me and see me good? Everything's good? Y'all hear and see me good? Now let me know in the chat and try to figure it out. But hold on, give me 1 second. Hello?
You hear me, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I can't see you.
And you hear me?
I can hear
Hey.
you. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Bruh. You too.
Hold on. Hold on, guys. I'll be back.
We done. Hello? Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can see you that my camera is, I don't know what's going on. I think when I joined playing something like that, or it's not been via her. I'm chopping up with you know, while I do nothing. So I can take it out. Let me let me use it here. Interact with whoever it is. That's Sarah. Okay. Sarah. Is Sarah here? No? You want it? Is Sarah your wallet in the comment section here? Was that Aaron? Yes or no? Alright. Hold on. Alright, how's that? Yeah, man, let's get rolling. And once I get bigger, you'll see. Find something to prop this up.
All right, cool. We live. Sorry about that, guys. Was having what's it called? Technical difficulties. You know, technology only wants to work whenever it wants to.
All right.
Let's
go.
It's still horizontal. Oh snap! What happened? Damn. Oh no. What's up, Sunny Channel?
Yeah, I see and hear you.
You can see and hear me?
Well, I can't see you now, but I can hear you. And that's good enough.
Oh no.
Ready to chop.
Hold on, I think I got it. Boom. Okay. And then let me see. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. Bear with me 1 second.
Well, let me open up YouTube so I can at least talk to people in the comments.
All
See
right.
here.
I don't think there's too many people in here right now. As
Sony channel, what's up? What's up, Sony channel? Sarah.
Sarai, that's
However
my
you say it.
that's my mom.
Yeah,
That's my
your
mom.
woman. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was trying to ask you earlier when I had my, audio going on.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. It was kind of weird.
Well,
Let me see. And this is why we talked about doing a test run prior to
Right.
this. It just
Yeah, dog. If I didn't have that issue going on with my apartment,
yeah, man. I'm sorry to hear about that. Your apartment flooded.
yeah,
That's
flooded out. I didn't lose too many of too much of my stuff or any like my camera equipment. But
hey,
it was
that's
cool
the most
deal.
that's the most important, man. I would be devastated if my camera fucked up.
Camera or my shoes. That's it.
Oh, your shoes? Yeah. I forgot you collect shoes.
Yeah, not too heavy, but just a little bit.
Man,
Man, let's see here.
that's the most important, man. I'm trying to see here.
Camera or my shoes.
All right, cool. Everything seems to be working, except for
All right, Bill.
yeah, except for the image for some reason.
Hey, bro. We know who you are. If the image ain't there, it's
Yeah,
still good to roll.
but I'll figure it out as we go. But anyways, man,
Hi.
it's nice having you here. We've met 2 times in person.
Yeah, I topped that classic Thanos joint off you and something
Yeah,
else.
yeah, we did the trade for the deluxe Thanos, and you gave me the 3-pack Thanos, or was it the 3-pack Thanos,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
We
yeah,
did comic and MCU swap. The oh no,
yeah. I traded you the 3-pack. I think that's the one with like the messed up damaged arm or whatever.
was it that?
But
Was it
yeah,
from
man.
no the one from the damage arm? That one's from the from
Oh,
what?
the Iron Man 2-pack, right?
The one with the damage
I
arm.
don't know.
That one's from the
2-pack
no, the 5-pack
with the
with the fucked up face and everything.
yeah.
Yeah, that one's from the 5-pack with
Okay.
from
Yeah,
the
I'm more of a comic dude than MCU, but I'm getting more into the MCU stuff because they're doing a lot better with them now.
Hey, hold on. I think I got your uh hold on. I think I got your image right here.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm,
Hey, can you unlock your phone and turn it sideways? Cause you're still a little horizontal.
like this here. Okay, like
Like
long ways, tall ways.
like sideways. Like, cause right now you're still. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, hold on. There we go. See me? Is it good now?
Yeah. You good now? You good now?
All right. Yeah.
Perfect. I think. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now everything's starting to come together. That was a rough, rough start, but we got it. We got it.
Yeah. Hope we didn't lose nobody.
Nah. I mean, bro, I got what 500 subscribers. I get maybe 5-6 people. I think last week I got up to 12 people, but
Yeah.
hey, it's a start. But anyways, sorry about that, guys. I know it was a little hectic, but it's all working out. So this is my friend Plastic Thunder. Again, he's a local Houston toy photographer. If you want to introduce yourself, go ahead, man.
Yeah, Johnny, Plastic Thunders, most other collective folks know me as. Been shooting for 3 or 4 years, and I don't know. It's been a good learning process. Of course, I collect too, but my main thing about collecting is I just really love to, recreate or I guess have control over moments of like those characters that meant a lot to me, like my childhood. Marvel, Star Wars. That was like not everything for me, but it was like something that I really like found comfort in as a kid. So just to being able to like recreate moments, scenes, it's been interesting. I've just been enjoying it and collecting it for all this time, basically since I've been a grown up. Graduating high school, had my own money, and just started going for it.
Yeah, man. That's
But yeah,
so. I think I met you through one of the Houston toy
HTP.
pages. Yeah, right. One of the Houston toy pages
Yeah.
on Facebook, and again, we did the one trade and stuff, and once you started showing me your photography, man, I was like, damn, I need to step my shit up. I was like, damn, man,
Yeah, no.
mine's absolute garbage compared to yours, but you did teach me a little bit, how to photograph a little bit better. Um,
Oh,
and
I mean, I didn't mention it, but I'm like a ACBA photographer, so I'm like in that whole community. There's a lot of learning to be had just from other dudes that have been doing it, longer or better. And you join some of the groups, we got like educational type things that you can like really step your game up just by, stepping into the arena every day and just learning from some OGs, like some real names you might recognize.
prior to you becoming a toy photographer, did you do any photography prior to that? Just
To be honest, I would do portraits for people, like friends and stuff like that, but I didn't have no like professional photography career. It was just like, hey, you take pretty decent pictures, you can edit them good enough. Can you take some pictures of me and my friends? But I didn't get like paid for it. I didn't get professional education, nothing like that.
so you didn't do like no photography during high school or anything?
Oh no, 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 no. No, I was high school. I was just doing, football, lifting weights, the normal stuff. I wasn't on it special at that point.
Yeah, cause see, the reason I wanted to start a YouTube channel was because during high school I took audio and video production for 3 years. I think I started my sophomore, my junior, and my senior. I did audio and video production, and
Uh huh.
prior to me doing this YouTube channel, I had another YouTube channel where I would review sneakers, and it just felt forced, man. Because I mean, I like sneakers, but they're not my my passion or anything. I like them; they're cool, and
Yeah.
it just ended up I dropped it or whatever, and then I started collecting again because prior to this I used to collect. Uh, I've been collecting since 2017, I believe, and
Okay, that's a good amount of time to be
yeah, yeah.
collecting, especially.
And prior to that, I mean, I would collect every so often or whatever, but I would collect like random things like a figure there, a figure there, but it was never like a full collection. 2017, I
Yeah.
bought the Vulture Build-A-Figure Wings wave. I bought that, and then after that, I just kind of snowballed. And then
Way back in. Yeah.
2017, yeah, when the Homecoming wave came out, and what's it called? I think June of 2020, I sold off my whole collection, and
Mhm.
it was
Uh,
the
yeah.
pandemic. I'm sorry.
I said, yeah, it happens at some points. You just like you got all these, I guess you can call them assets, and if
Yeah,
you gotta pay bills, you can't be looking stupid, sitting on them and letting things
yeah,
go to
yeah.
hell.
I
I do
mean,
what I gotta do.
what are you gonna do? Sit in a cardboard box with all your toys and shit?
No,
So,
no,
but
you can't rock like it.
I think I mentioned it last live stream. In January of no, December of 2020, my stepdad gifted me that Spider-Man or whatever, that retro Spider-Man, and after that it just snowballed again. And thinking,
Oh, you mean the Spider-Man that's like crazy expensive now? It's
yeah,
like
it's like
two
a
point.
$100 man for a $20 figure. It's crazy. It's crazy how that shit goes.
I
But
don't know if I'm putting you on blast. Like, I'm putting your family, man. You got that $100 Spider-Man.
the what?
I don't know if I'm putting you on blast, dropping the values
Oh,
of
the
your
value of
toy.
the toy. Yeah, no, 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 no. My stepdad got it, and I think when he got it, it was only like, I want to say maybe
Retailer.
like, yeah, a little bit over retail. Now it's like a hundred
Uh-huh.
bucks. I mean, I'm pretty sure now that my wife heard you say that it's $100 toy, she's gonna be like, you need to sell, you need to sell that
Yeah.
shit. But yeah, I think June of this year, I was like, I know how to edit, I know how to film why not make a channel? And it's cool, man. It's cool seeing other, people, the different things other people can do with toys. Like I never knew toy photography was a thing, and man, it's crazy. Look at your pictures, and every time I look at one of your pictures, I'm like, man, I just need to step my game up even more, cause yeah, you go crazy with your pictures, man.
Man, I appreciate it, dog. I mean, honestly though, like my original photo pictures were like, shit. I don't know how to explain it.
There was shit.
Overexposed. Really, I guess the basic thing is like getting posing down first. Cause
Yeah,
if you got them posed and your ankle is twisted the wrong way, that kills, whatever you're trying to do.
exactly. Yeah,
But
I've realized that
yeah.
when you I'm sorry, you were gonna say something.
Oh no, you got it.
No, I'm saying that any little like if your pose is off just by a little bit, it just throws off the whole shot, man. I've noticed that like you
Yeah,
said, like if the thigh swivel was a little bit off, if the calf swivel was a little bit off, it just throws everything off, man.
yeah, man. It's the smallest details. I had to learn that in ACBA, like the Facebook group where everybody shares and interacts. Like when I first jumped in, I would post something thinking, I had some hot shit, and then somebody would come in the comments and be like, "Oh, like
Yeah, yeah,
lighting here, this is wrong," and if you don't know how to take that criticism, you get like butthurt. And I did
yeah,
get, I'm not gonna cap, I did get butthurt. Like I quit. I was like, I don't need this shit. I left the group for a while, but I got better with on my own, grinding, and I didn't come back no superstar, but I came back just somewhat halfway decent, and then I just kept
kept improving.
accepting that
Yeah,
criticism and growing from there.
that's dope. Sunny Channel here said Retro Spidey kickstarted my YouTube channel. Yeah, man. I feel like when you have anything Spider-Man related, it really boosts your channel. Like my channel was, I think, sitting at like 200 something, and then I did the what was it, the Armadillo Builder figure wave, and that thing just like it got me up to like 400 subscribers, man, in like a month. It was crazy.
It's about the I mean, I don't want to be like hella cynical, but just the hype of having something first. You
Yeah,
have something before most everybody else, you're gonna get those views, those follows, and it can
yeah,
really help you out there.
yeah. And I was one of the first. I don't want to sound like I'm bragging or anything, but I was one of the first to review it on YouTube, and man, like within a day, some of my videos were hitting like 2K,
Yeah,
1K. It was crazy, but I mean, it's Spider-Man, man. And then right now, with the movie coming out
I'm gonna
in next month, man, it's
yeah,
it's it's crazy.
I'm gonna just put this little bit of game out there because probably, like you said, it's just 4 or 5 of us here. But for actually like locking down the stuff first, all these guys, I'm not gonna drop names, but big names that stuff first, they
Yeah,
be hitting up dudes in like Singapore, Thailand, China, basically, getting them to hook them up with product that hasn't hit the streets here, and they'll just pay them mad bucks
yeah.
and get that first clout.
And when I got that wave first, I was like, man, I got to review this wave like right away. I got to do it right now. And
Yeah, that's the getting.
I reviewed the whole wave, and well, I recorded the whole wave in like I want to say maybe a day and a half, and then I did throughout the whole week. I was editing, bro. That was so stressful. I was like, this ain't even worth it, man. I'd rather just get it when
Yeah,
I get it, and try to give quality content. People watch it, people watch it, people don't, and oh well, you know what I
yeah.
mean?
It makes me when I see dudes like the amazing the way that he does all the photos, the editing. I mean, I don't know how long his process takes, but it's crazy to me because, like, for me, even to create a photo, if it's something I can create fast, it might be a whole day where I just leave it up, make little adjustments and all that. But he has like a whole string of them. He does review, editing, music, all that. I don't know how he does it, but yeah, the review process is wild.
It's stressful for sure, man. So Sunny Channel said, yeah, the pay premium to get it first. And I'm not gonna lie, a couple of times I was like, man, I want to drop $50 on this toy so I can review it first, but it's never worth it, man. Because a month later, you're gonna find it. You're gonna be like, damn, I could have paid $20 for this toy, and I overpaid. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to me.
Well, the game is too. If dudes get it like super early, like I'm talking about, like if you're gonna get something like a whole month ahead of everybody else, even if you buy it, open it, and review, you can like sell those figures on eBay for 2 or 3 times retail, just because people are so turned on by the hype that they're willing to throw that money away.
Because I got the retro card thing a little bit earlier than usual. I think Dorkside ended up shipping it to me pretty early, and that review did crazy, man. I think it's sitting at like 4K right now. And then I got the rest of the wave of like a week or so later, bro. Those reviews hit like 200 views. So it's really. I mean, you can get some stuff early, and it just really comes down to the character as well, man. Like the Thing is always gonna do good. Spider-Man characters are always gonna do good, and yeah, like I said, in my opinion, I don't think it's worth it. If people are gonna watch my videos, people are gonna watch my videos.
If I was doing reviews, I would say it is worth it just because, like, I'm hella competitive. So, like, just dominating the game, even if it's throwing money at it. Like, especially if I was like, making more than I do now, it'd be like no question. Just be like, if that's what that's the recipe for success or to win here. Just is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, but I think me and you, we both got that Armadillo wave like the same week. You might have got yours a little bit before or after. I can't remember, but I found it at Walmart.
The reason I found that wave was because of you. You had posted it on that YouTube. Not that YouTube, the Facebook group. You had posted. You had found it that morning. You found it pretty early in the morning, right?
Yeah, like man, I had what do they call it, a Brickseek. I got like a notification. I was looking for the Star Wars movie, and I went over there, and they had everything. So I just
dude, so that
not financially responsible, but it was fun.
Yeah, I think I had just gone to work, and I checked my phone, and I saw the Facebook group, and you said that you had found it, and the whole day at work, I was like, man, I can't wait to get off and go check, man. I can't wait to go off and go check. And I hit my Walmart by my job, and they had the whole wave there, except Doctor Strange. I went to like 5 other different Walmarts trying to find that Doctor Strange. Eventually, at the last one, I found him, and I found Zombie Cat. So
go.
So yeah, you played around with the retro card Fantastic Four wave pretty well, yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, I've actually shot a whole set of photos for him already. I just haven't posted it yet.
I saw the few ones you posted. The one with the Fantastic Four car, and then the one with where the ones you were just taking pictures in your hand. Those were pretty dope as well.
Yeah, I got one more that I haven't shared yet, but I'm gonna drop them this week more or less.
What do you think about this dude right here?
Hold on, I can't see you, bro.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. It's because I have my lights on.
Okay.
Because what people are seeing on YouTube is with my DSLR, and what you're seeing with me on Discord is with the webcam. Let me see.
Okay.
Oh, you can't see me?
Nah, I'm in Discord.
Oh shit.
Let me try the YouTube. See if I can. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why you can't see me.
Okay, I can see you now because I'm looking at the YouTube.
Okay. Cool. Let me see.
Hold on.
This dude right here. What do you think about him?
All right, hold on. Messing around with the YouTube and got delay issues. Let me hop back.
Yeah. Well, it's Psycho Man.
Okay, Psycho Man. I like him. He's got the nice like that green pearlescent paint.
Yeah.
The only thing is, like, even within packaging, that pearlescent paint like rubs against the like his white undersuit. So a lot of them, if you look, they got like little paint issues. So you gotta be like really. It'll take a lot of hunting basically to find a really good one. But as far as what he comes with, I know he's a new sculpt, so they're not gonna throw in too much. But the little hand he got, he can't really hold that tablet joint.
Yeah, I agree with that. You have to kind of like lean it against his torso for it to stay on his hand. Yeah, it's a pain in the
Yeah,
ass. Yeah. No,
and then the other hand of the fist, he don't have like a pointing finger, so he can actually, use what he's got.
hey man, he's got a fist. He's gonna punch the shit out of it.
Yeah,
He'll just punch the shit
but I
out of it.
mean, it's solid though. Anytime we get like a new sculpt from Hasbro, I'm I'm a sucker for it because I'm just so invested in it now. But
Yeah.
I'm at least a little impressed, and then I try to bring it back and really think about what we're actually getting.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, he's a pretty dope figure. Thankfully, my paint apps are pretty good, so no paint rubber or anything. But man, this pretty impressed with the sculpt of this man. They went crazy on this motherfucker.
Yeah,
uh,
he's impressive. He's got the paint going on. You got the crazy Kirby rings going over his legs. It's
yeah,
wild.
yeah, they went full on this one. Um,
I saw what's his name, Wade. What I forgot. What's Wade's channel's name?
Unparalleled Universe. Yeah,
Yeah, I saw him shoot a photo of it, and the way like that pearlescent paint catches light, dope.
yeah, it
Like
was pretty dope.
it gives me really wanting to shoot it soon, but I got so much shit going on. It's
Yeah, yeah,
just take time.
yeah. Sonny said, folks saying now that Target got the Armadillo Wave on street date for 2022. Damn. Really? Because I
Ooh,
saw someone post on the Facebook groups that Target shipped their wave out to them. No. I'm sorry, that wasn't the Armadillo Wave. That was the Fantastic Four wave. Yeah. Damn, that sucks, man. Street dated.
I had seen that Target had actually been shipping like full cases of single characters, so people are pulling up to Target and seeing like entire cases of like that new black No Way Home Spider-Man or like Miles. Well, I haven't seen nobody come up with a Miles yet, but
Yeah.
just full cases of the same dude.
Target's been weird with their distribution and stuff, man. They're really hit or miss for me. Walmart's the one that's been kind of impressing me, man. Walmart's been crazy with their releases. They just been putting everything on the shelves. They said, "Fuck a street date."
They're the best as far as like being a collector goes. They're the best place to get them now because they're still charging, I think 1888 if you go to certain ones.
Yeah,
All these other places, GameStop, BBTS, it's like $25, 22.99. You really
yeah.
can save your money if you can find them.
This dude cost me $22.99. The Fantastic Four wave cost me $22.99 at Walmart, and then the Armadillo wave cost me $19.99. So, um,
Yeah,
someone on the chat said, I can't pronounce his name, Sudukia. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, but he said that I'm guessing Psycho Man is the best in the wave. Uh,
I would have.
that's a
I don't know.
hard
I
one,
really, I really like fucks with that Reed Richards with the white trench coat because that's just like I
man.
know people like. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that I was a little underwhelmed with a Fantastic Four wave, man. I mean, I knew what
Mm.
I was getting into, like they're just repaints, but I don't know. I was just really underwhelmed with that Fantastic Four wave, especially because Reed Richard, he's mostly on the Pizza Spider Buck from his waist
Yeah.
down, um,
Hmm.
and I
Same
hate,
Pete too.
yeah, I hate that body mode, man. That body mode's garbage, in my opinion. That body mode,
It's gotta be different though, because the torso, he's like, Spider Man. He's like kind of cut up.
yeah, yeah,
Reed
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
has like a more
Yeah,
body.
no, but I think from the waist down, he's Pizza Spider Man mode. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
and those joints are getting freaking awful. They're starting to
yeah. When
yeah,
I reach back into like my set of like older Spider Man, their joints get a little loose. They starting to gap up. They're kind of
yeah,
starting to show their age. Even if you
yeah,
take really good care.
yeah. That Pizza Spider Man mode needs to be retired alongside with the Bucket Cat mode. I don't know if you notice a lot of the Bucket Cat. The torso will start getting gaps between the abs and stuff, and yeah, that's annoying as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
I
those
mean they're retiring it this year, so hopefully we won't hardly see any of him again.
I hate Bucky Cat, man. I hate it. They put a character that I love on a Bucky Cap, I get pissed as hell.
Yeah, the thing about it for me is with Bucky Cap, like you said, the proportions are just a little stubby. Like
Yeah.
basically every Bucky Cap, he looks like a gym rat that's like 5'6", 5'8". He's just kind of like that, and he can't even bring his arms together because there's no butterfly joints.
Yeah. And every figure now, man. I mean, every figure should be coming with butterfly joints. That
True.
it needs to happen because those butterfly joints help a lot. Like this figure right here, man. Loki. I was really underwhelmed with Loki. The from the armored
Disney
banner
Plus.
build a figure wave, I think. Um,
Oh, the one that's a little too buff for an actual Loki design.
yeah, but just imagine if this dude had butterfly joints, man. This dude would have been a million times better. Um, yeah, it's just every figure should be coming with butterfly joints, man. Um,
Shit.
but I wanted to ask you a few questions for
Yep.
beginners that are starting ACBA and whatnot. Um,
Uh-huh.
like, can you just throw some photography tips to get better? I mean, I'm pretty sure you've seen some of my photos with the black background and stuff. What's some stuff
Yeah.
that people like me that I'm not too familiar with photography can do to improve pictures and stuff.
Oh, for sure. Starters. I would say I guess the very first thing you see a lot of people do it is just getting your posing right. Like that's like number one essential before you even start shooting. Just sitting at a desk, taking like 20 minutes or so, and just posing something and like once you once you think you got something like real tight, just like step back and like look at it and be like, yo, could a real person be doing this here and that there? And that'll like really help you because a lot of times you try to get something and you just want that thing to stand up or look like he's punching, but then there's like just the smallest details like, man, I wish I had brought something with me, but little situation I got going on. I was gonna bring a bag full of stuff so I could just show y'all.
Yeah, no,
But
it's all good, man.
it's just like the little smallest things. You just practice. You can even look at like I know everybody loves Spider Man. You look at like comic art, like and just try to recreate that with what you got in your hands, and that'll like really really help you with like inspiration. Just get that posing right first. That's like the very first thing.
Yeah. Um, yeah, when I first started, it's gonna sound cheesy to say, but posing some figures, it's a lot of work, man. It's some hard work to like you said, try to get it to look natural. Um, when I first started reviewing, I thought I could just easily just put a character into a pose and it's gonna look good, but like you said, it's little things like moving the thighs or the calves and the ankles or the biceps. You got to move them at the pose them at the right.
Planted,
I'm sorry.
like checking for planted feet. That's a big one because
Yeah,
you might have him just standing there, but then like why is dude's ankles looking like that? It's like a whole.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, man. I also wanted to ask you, like, what's your go-to figure that you always go to that makes it super easy for you to photograph? Like, what's your favorite figure? Your go-to figured photograph?
Go to. It's tough because I get shit comes so often that oh, you know what? Actually, I can refer to my top tens because like something if it's something I really liked,
Mm,
that'll be like a figure I shoot 2 or 3 times, 3 or 4 photos out of the year because I just kept going back to it. So as of right now, go to would be probably that 40th. I think it's 40th anniversary cap, the Walmart joint that dropped a while back.
yeah.
I've used him a couple of times this year, just because it's cap. I really like the the scaling detail,
Mm,
and his articulation isn't great, but just because he's so essential, I wind up using him quite a bit. And he has like a good center of gravity, so when you try to get those feet planted, so you don't have like, you know, little heel or his toes coming up when you pose him, he like
yeah.
just kind of he's just right there.
Yeah,
So
that cap is pretty cool, man. So are you looking forward to the new one coming out next year?
look,
The repaint?
yeah, man, that right there, that's like I don't buy multiples because one, you know, I budget, but
Yeah.
for certain things, like the things that like when I find them in the wild and I just get like hella excited and it's like something, and then once I get it home, it's really good and I use it a lot. I'll get doubles. I might get doubles or triples of those, you know, deluxe classic releases, even though they're going to be 27.
Yeah.
They just look
Yeah.
that good.
And you don't think that price is justified with all the accessories it comes with, or you think it's they're just trying to
Or, well, of course, they're a business. They're going to milk, you know, they're going to milk that thing for all it's got.
yeah.
But for Cap, I think it's worth it. What were the other ones in that way?
I think it was they've only showed Iron Man. They said Toad and Hulk are coming, but they haven't showed them.
Okay. Honestly, Toad, he'll probably be a new sculpt unless they use like Doc Ock and just kind of, you know, change a few things.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure Toad's always kind of depicted just a little like pudgy.
Yeah,
He's
he was never
always
like in my head he was never like Doctor Octopus, you know, built. He was
okay.
little bit slimmer. So I don't know.
It's a whole new mold, hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah, yeah. But that
But,
that Cap coming next year, he's dope, man. He looks good, and I think the price is justified for what he comes with, and it comes with, you know,
yeah.
a brand new packaging and everything. But man, I wish they would have, you know, retooled the upper torso, man. I really would have liked butterfly joints on that Cap, and
Yeah, man.
an upper diaphragm cut would have been really nice as well.
Man, if I had a list for every figure that I felt needed, like a, you know, either that, what they call it, the Power Rangers ab joint that's got like the ball joint
Yeah,
on the top,
yeah,
and then the crunch,
kind of like
I would.
retro Spidey.
Yeah, but I don't know. Retro Spidey didn't quite hit it as good as like Lightning Collection does.
Yeah,
It's good, but it's just not quite there.
yeah. I've only held a couple of those Lightning collections in my hand. My younger brother has a few, and I played with them around a little bit. And yeah, I wish Hasbro or the Marvel Legends team would move a lot more towards that direction. It's just it's a way superior what's it called
Yeah.
articulation scheme.
Give them 5 years to catch up. That's what it's like. Every year we get a new mold, we get one or two for the entire year, and then the next year we get like a few more, and they just kind of start bleeding it in, and then we start getting that figure. I mean, honestly, we haven't gotten a new mold until, you know, Spider-Man. That was like big, but
Well,
prior to that, we hadn't gotten too much. At least not that I can remember right now.
well, even Spider-Man, I don't even think he was 100% brand new body mold. I think he was like a retool of the Sunfire body, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Well,
think
I
they
mean, it's like Sunfire with like, I guess the build is like it's just thicker all the way through. He's like, you know, more muscular all the way around.
because what I
Like,
thought the retro Spidey was just the everything was the exact same except the torso and the abs. I think the torso area was all brand new, and everything else was reused. Like I think the arms are the same, the legs are the same,
um,
if I'm not mistaken.
that that makes sense.
Yeah, because but other than that, I think Superior Octopus. What's his name? I still can't pronounce his name.
Yeah, superior.
Sadukio. Yeah, that Superior Octopus mode was really good, man. I'm surprised they never used that again. It's crazy.
I actually like that mold more. It's slimmer. Like when I think of Spider-Man, I don't think of
Yeah,
the no like 250-pound buff dude. I think of like more of a lean
yeah,
basketball player type
yeah.
guy.
I completely agree with you with that. When that Superior Octopus dropped, I remember holding it in hand. And I was like, man, I can't wait till they do a classic Spidey on this buck, and they just never used it again. That's crazy. That's crazy to me that they've never used
I
that body
mean,
mold.
I feel like the purpose of that specific Spider-Man being that bulky is because, like in the animated series, he's not that Spider-Man is thick. Like that boy looks like he like 250. He's not like no slender, you know, J. Scott Campbell type
Yeah,
Spidey or even McFarlane. He's like a buff, dude, like a heavy dude.
yeah, he is.
So I feel like with all the classic stuff they doing, they intentionally made it, you know, so that way you have one thick Spider-Man to go with all your classic, you know, animated looking characters.
Yeah, and I know like the packaging is supposed to be animated series packaging or animated series inspired, right? But the figures
Yeah, that's right.
themselves don't actually even look like the animated series, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, they're like loosely inspired.
Yeah, yeah. But it would be dope to
I
see
mean,
it. I mean, the only one that I could think of is the new Venom that we just got. That one's like 100% animated series Venom. Um,
yeah,
except for like I think the lips aren't as big and the like he doesn't look as too much like a duck. He's it's a lot more subtle.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm I'm pretty sure there's a third party guy out there somewhere that's charging $35 for his. There's always somebody out there doing that. So if somebody really wants like true animated classics, Spidey's, somebody will eventually step up to the plate, get that bread.
hey, can you see me now?
Yeah, yeah, I see.
Okay, cool, cool. I just figured it out right now. Yes, some people be making some dope ass head sculpts, man. Um, I
But I
don't know.
mean,
I'm cheap, man. I'm cheap. Yeah, I look at some head sculpts.
yeah.
They're like $30, and I'm like, man, that's another legend right there. I could get.
And
But
then even when you try to retail, people be like downplaying when you're like, all right, I got this custom head sculpt, I did this, I did that, and they still be wanting to pay like, all right, maybe I could pay $10 over retail when you didn't put 50,
yeah,
$60 into
yeah,
it. It's just
yeah. See,
you gotta be paid.
the only way I would pay for custom things for my figures, like a cape, a head sculpt, is if it's a figure that I know I'm gonna keep forever. It's gonna stay in my collection forever, and I'm never gonna
Yeah,
sell off. Because like you said, if you try to sell it off to somebody, they're gonna be like, "Ah, man, I'll give you $5 over retail for that figure," and you
yeah.
put another
That's,
$40 on top of that figure. You know what I'm saying? So
the only place that I've seen like people are able to move like their customs for like a decent price would be like within like the ACBA community because
mm, yeah,
recognize, man, I can really get a lot out of this, photo wise, whatever. So those folks, they'll be willing to pay. But when you go to like these like legends collectors groups, it's just
yeah.
everybody trying to hold on to all their chips.
And the thing is, like, if you go to like a toy group, like a Facebook toy group, I feel like Facebook, man, it's really toxic. Those collectors are toxic as hell. But then you go to like Instagram, and it's a lot more subtle, man. It's a lot more like I guess like
Anthony.
people like us, that collect and
Yeah,
enjoy, the custom things that people are doing and stuff, and they're just a lot. Instagram is a lot nicer, man. That's why I try to stick to Instagram and not go on Facebook and stuff. When I post some of my
man.
YouTube links, they'll be like, "Man, we don't want to watch this shit." I'm like, "Oh, my bad, bro. I'm just trying to do my
Yeah,
thing."
that's the energy. Like IG is just I guess because it's more less like when you're in like a Facebook group, you're like in a very specific tight niche group of
Yeah,
people. Basically, everybody here kind of thinks the same. You go on IG, it's just kind of open. You're just interacting with
it's
mostly everybody. IG is gonna direct people towards your content, but you're still kind of just out there. You're in a Facebook group. You're in
yeah, yeah.
like in specific set of people.
Yeah, I guess that
So
makes sense. Like if people that come to your Instagram is because they like your stuff. Facebook is more like again you're just out in the open, so you have people that might not like your stuff and they're gonna talk shit. But um, yeah, man, I that's why I prefer Instagram over than Facebook. But I wanted to ask you what's your favorite line to collect and to photograph, man? Other than Legends, because I know Legends is your favorite, and
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that was gonna be too easy. Legends, of course, but I would say my second favorite would be like the Black Series line, like Star Wars, because that's
Okay.
like my bread and butter right there. I just like as like a kid, I think from like 4 or 5, we used to have like the little VHS Star Wars joints, and there were times when I'd be like home by myself and I just watch those joints over because I like you're a kid, you love it, you
Yeah.
got like Star Wars and Walkers and crazy shit going on, but I would watch that shit over and over and over. So like my love for it is just like baked in there. So the figures, they've been doing a lot with them, and I just that's like my second go to after
So do
you know.
you do you like Marvel or Star Wars better? Not to figure wise, just in general. What do you like better?
General, honestly, Marvel is just more consistent, so I'd say that, but it's like ahead by just that much.
Yeah,
Star
just
Wars
by a
has
little bit.
been, yeah, Star Wars has just been up and down. Like the sequel trilogy, I give it a chance, but it's just kind of, okay.
Yeah.
But like the animated stuff, the Disney Plus series, they've been doing a lot with that. The comics, like the comics that they're putting out for Star Wars now, have been really hitting.
Yeah.
It's just been hit or miss. The movies have been okay, but all the other like side content that like I guess kind of halfway attached to it, they've been really strong.
Yeah. I could never get into Star Wars, man. I don't know what it is that I've tried to watch it, but that was when I was younger. Maybe I need to give it another chance, but I could never really get into Star Wars. I tried to watch The Mandalorian, and I think like literally like a minute in, my wife was like, "I don't want to watch this shit," and I was like, "Bro, we we just started watching it, man." But I think if I watch it by myself, I think I would really enjoy it.
Yeah,
Or do you
I
think?
guess I've been in it so long, I can't think of like what it would be like to like not already like it.
Yeah,
Because I'm trying to think of stuff like I don't care about. Like I don't care about like Harry Potter or nothing at all. Like
I
I've
didn't either,
tried
bro.
watching it, didn't give a shit. But so to think about like not liking it, I'd have to just I guess you'd have to have like your first like film experience where it was like really dope. But to
Yeah.
me, the last couple of movies have only been just so. So
Because for me,
you know,
like growing up, I was always big on Marvel. So anything else like Star Wars, Harry Potter, anything else, I'm like, fuck that shit, man. It's all about Marvel. I don't care about this shit. And now that I'm older, I don't think that way. So I don't know. Maybe giving it another try would help. But like you said, uh, I don't think it would be the same as growing up and watching it and being something that you love
yeah,
and hold close to you. Like Marvel, that most like literally 99% of my collection is Marvel, but that's what I grew up watching, reading, and
well, they've done so much better with the content and like getting people to care since like 2008 Iron Man. Everybody's
yeah,
been a Marvel fan almost since then. Like before that, before Iron Man '08,
yeah,
if you had like a superhero it was like, man, this dude's on that geek shit. Like it was not cool to be
yeah,
that obsessed with Marvel characters and stuff like that until that movie. After
yeah,
that, everybody like started giving a shit about Iron Man, Captain America, Thor. Like those characters, people knew who the Hulk was, so that was kind of a done deal. They
yeah,
didn't have to sell that. But like Captain America, nobody knew he was like frozen in ice and all the lore and stuff like that. You can talk to people now, and people are just like, "Oh yeah, Cap, he was in the ice. He was."
yeah, yeah.
Just the history. The movies have done so much to put people on that the love is there now that didn't used to exist.
Yeah, because I'm the way I got introduced into Marvel and the whole comic aspect of everything was through Sam Raimi movies. Man, I remember watching. I don't remember watching the first one because I was like 2, 3 years old. But I vividly remember going to go watch Spider-Man 2 with my cousin and my dad, and I remember falling in love with After that, I remember just like being head first into all Spider-Man and
Oh,
Marvel, and then as I got older, I started reading comics, and I was like, hey, I want to know a little bit more about these characters and stuff, and yeah, man, I ended up that's how I ended up loving um, the Marvel universe was through the Sam Raimi movies, and then eventually the MCU, and even when the MCU came out, like you said, once Iron Man dropped, man, that was a game changer, once that
yeah.
movie dropped, I watched it, and I remember I was like, "Yo, this is dope." And I remember wanting to read more comics about him and learn more about him, and it's crazy what movies
Yeah.
can do, man.
Yeah, it's literally changed. I'm not gonna say everything, but like a major part of like just entertainment, fandom
Yeah,
in general. Like shit went from being just something that nerds were, obsessed about reading comics
yeah,
and stuff to where people would go to the movies. They were walking into the comic shops. They were like, "You got like an Iron Man book," and they'd just be grabbing, trades and stuff like that, and they'd be lost once they picked them up and started reading. But
yeah.
people were, interested.
Like one of the earliest comics I remember reading was Civil War, the first Civil War. I remember. I don't know why I remember this so vividly, but I was at my sister's dance school, and those things used to go for like an hour over, man. And I remember I would just be bored out of my mind, so I would just grab random comics that I wanted to read, And I remember reading the Civil War
Uh,
and just being like, "Yo, this is crazy!" Like you got fucking Iron Man fighting Captain America, Spider Man's got the
yeah,
Iron Spider suit. I was just like blown away. I was like, "Yo, this is crazy!" And I just
it that Civil War low key started that whole superhero versus superhero type trend and shit that we've
yeah,
been getting for years since. But I think I could be wrong because I wasn't the biggest reader because, like, I'm be honest, we were broke, so we weren't buying books and shit like that.
yeah, yeah,
But from like the little bit of knowledge that I was getting, I feel like they were like the first ones to really like put that idea out there. And now we get it like fucking all the time. Batman v Superman,
yeah.
just everything else.
Yeah, that I remember just being blown away by it and being like saying I want to see this on big screen, and then eventually we did. That was crazy. I wanted to ask you, man, with so much coming out this year, it's rough. It's rough. Like me, I have a family and everything, and I know you got responsibilities and everything. Like, what keeps you in line on collecting only certain things and not going off the deep end and going into like other lines and whatnot?
Uh, One space because if you just have all that shit like piled up, some people don't even open them. They just have everything stacked up. You're not really enjoying it. You
Yeah,
just kind of mentally know you got it, but you're not getting anything from it.
yeah,
For me now though, it's about if I can utilize that specific figure item in like photography. If it's something that I'm not going to wind up using, it's something that I'm trying to stop, making those purchases. Like I have just almost a complete Lightning collection thing, but I don't know shit about Power Rangers. I just know they're good figures, and I just kept grabbing them. I
yeah,
mean, they're always on Amazon too. Like a lot of times they clearance out, they'll be like 18, $17.
yeah.
The exclusives stay expensive, and like a few certain characters are pricey, but it's always available. That's how I get sucked into buying stuff that
Yeah.
I know almost nothing about.
Yeah, see, with me, I only collect mostly Marvel Legends. Some Aphex I'll throw in there once in a while. Some SH figure arts, like I got the SH Hulk, because, Mayfix hasn't done a good Hulk. Um,
Hmm.
Marvel Legends hasn't done a good MCU Hulk either. So I have that Infinity War SH figure arts Hulk.
Oh no, no, no. The Hulk from Endgame, like the Build a figure where he had like the gray striped hair on the
Yeah.
sides. That's actually pretty solid.
Yeah, that one's dope, but he has a big ass forehead, man. It's like, he almost looks like
True,
Frankenstein,
true.
in my opinion. And then
I don't know.
the expressions, man. I don't like. Well, I think one of them, what he's just like. I think he's smiling, and then the
Just
next one, he's just like bored.
like perfect they knew to- Yeah, just like that right there.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah. So yeah, I'm not.
The Smolden.
It's a dope figure because if you look at that figure, man, that build figure, like if you just look at the skin, man, you could see all the little pores and everything. That figure's
Yeah,
amazing, but it's not. I wasn't a big fan of those head sculpts, man. That's really what put me off to that figure. If it was, if that figure had decent head sculpts, that would have replaced that SH figure arts one. But those head sculpts were awful in my opinion, man.
you know what else has like that really good skin texture, like the pores? Those NECA movie TMNT joints.
Yo,
Like
yeah, those
I don't
things.
shoot them enough, but though if ever they like repack them, that's like instant cop for me. Like I'm happy to have.
So I
I
had
found
found.
all four of them at a game.
Those they had re-released them this year, right? The two packs. It was like Michelangelo and Raphael and Leonardo and Donatello, the movie ones. They released
Yeah.
it in Walmart, I believe. I had found both sets, and I think I got Michelangelo and Raphael. And I remember I got home and I opened them, and as soon as I moved Mikey's arm up, it broke, and that really put me off. I said, "Fuck this shit, man! I don't want this turtles." But I
Ooh.
ended up going back and when the Turtles in Disguise 4 pack released, I ended up copying that, and then I just went down the rabbit hole with that. I ended up getting Bebop and Rocksteady. I got Shredder, and I
Oh.
had and then Galactus, the Kickstarter for Galactus, the HasLab went up, and I was like, damn man, I need $400. So I ended up selling those off, and yeah, as much as I love turtles, man, it's just it's an endless black hole for that collection. So I had to
Yeah.
stray away from it.
If I were to like, I'm not going to do it because I can't. There's only so much I can be grab lines I can be grabbing from the time. But if I were to want like an animated collection, I would just be lurking and waiting for somebody to let their whole set go and try to get it that way. But like
Yeah.
trying to get them individually, that's going to cost you like 2 racks.
Yeah. And then again, like you said, space, man. Like my whole collection's in my room, because I live in a
Yeah.
3-bedroom house, and then my kids have their each one of them has their own room, and everything's just crammed
Yeah.
in one corner right now. So
Yeah,
yeah, space is it's a no go here. So right now we're looking to buy a different house, and I specifically want 4 bedrooms just so I can have a collection
Yeah.
room.
That's the collector's dream right there. Just having one room just for all your shit.
Yeah. And my wife agreed. She's like, yeah, I don't want none of this shit in our room, man. Like, if we get another house, we're gonna try to get you an extra room or a game room so I can have everything in there. Because even myself, I'm not a big fan of having everything in my room, man. It just takes so much space.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And it's just chaos. Like you start appreciating them less if you like roll over on your bed and they're on the dresser, and then you leave and walk in the room and they just everywhere. It's just too much.
yeah. Well, it never got bad to where it's in my dressers. They're all over my damn desk right now, though. So I mean, I don't know if you can see
Yeah.
some of them over here, but yeah, they're everywhere on my
Yeah, I
desk.
see.
And because I got a corner, she's got a corner over there, and I got a corner over here, and yeah, I just got shit everywhere over here.
Yeah, you just make it work. I mean, I know for me, they're all in like I have them in sandwich baggies, so that way they no paint rub. I got them in totes because for me, at this point, I'm just taking them out, photographing them, and putting them back. That's not
Yeah.
that's what I'm with right now. The dream is to have the nice little day toss behind you, and you have the little lights and have all that going on. That's what everybody wants, but
Yeah. I
you
wanted,
have like a whole dedicated space.
yeah, I wanted a couple details, and IKEA seems to be sold out everywhere with them. And I emailed them, and they said they weren't going to get them until like February, March. But that was my dream, to get a couple details, and then have when I get Galactus on top of the detail, fighting the Fantastic Four and stuff. But yeah, man, I can't wait to have my own room. That's like you said, the dream for every collector.
You put a boy that expensive on top, he better have like his knees correct, because like the Sentinel,
Yeah,
it's not it.
I'm gonna have
Shit,
him.
I got the
What are you gonna say?
way I got him right now. The way I got my Sentinel displayed right now, he's like, I don't know, he's like standing real wide because I can't trust his knees to hold him up. It's weird.
So, did you have problems with your Sentinel knees, or they were pretty solid?
They were pretty bad, and I didn't want to risk stripping his like doing the robo knee
Yeah.
screw fix.
And stripping that plastic,
I- Yeah, I was tempted, but I was like, long run, it could strip, and then you won't be able to do jack because that screw's just gonna keep running there. So I'm working with it in like its screwed up condition and just kind of making it work. But I was really disappointed by that.
Damn,
Like
man.
if the Sentinel was like able to efficiently support his own.
think you went out first. Still there, man? I think we lost.
It probably would have been a half and half. Basically, put him on crutches. It's too much.
Oh shit. Yeah, you went out for a little bit, man. My bad. I think we lost you for
Okay.
a second. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, that sucks that your Sentinel his knees were bad, man. Unfortunately, I don't got that figure. I wasn't collecting at the time when the HasLab went up, but I did get Galactus, and hopefully they improve those knees, man. Because I saw some people's knees were just like straight as soon as they picked them up, his knees went down. Was that the case with yours? They're that bad where they just flop right down?
It's just a little bit better than that. It's like if I hold him out, it's like it drops a little bit and then it just slowly, comes in.
Oh damn, that
But
sucks. That's
If I stand him up, if I leave him standing like just straight up vertical up and down, the knees kind of buckle a little bit and then, he goes down.
And you say you haven't even tried to tighten them or anything, right? Like that's a no go for you.
Now, I mean, one, I'm lazy, and two, I just the thought of stripping it and then just having him like completely fucked after that, I just couldn't do.
Yeah, nah,
But I'll probably give it a shot at some point.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
cool.
And
I mean,
you have him leaning against the wall right now.
he's in the box. Oh, actually, no, he's on a desk. Or when I'm not shooting him, he's in the box. But as of right now, he's sitting on my desk for a shot that I haven't finished yet.
No, okay, okay. And when you do some of your photography and you take a picture and everything, how long does it usually take you to edit everything and have it ready to go?
Um, if I don't come across like a barrier, like something that I like, if there's like one element that I can't get right or something like that, I can leave that setup up for a few days. If everything goes smoothly and things kind of go okay, it'll probably be more or less a day, maybe a day and a half, just so I can keep looking take the photo, keep looking, keep finding other little inconsistencies, or a lot of times it'll be like not like the focus character, something going on in the background. Oh man, she's not making eye contact like all the characters you want
Yeah,
everybody's line of sight to be making sense.
yeah,
So if you set something up, shoot the photo, everything looks good, and then you look in the background and like you got a character like looking in the sky when they should be looking at the focus
yeah.
character, it's a wrap.
You know,
I got
I feel that I mean, like I said, I'm not a professional photographer or anything, but when I do take some pictures and I think I get some really really dope pictures, I'll I'll go back and I'll look at some, and then somebody's eyes will be looking this way, somebody's eyes will be looking that way. And I'm like, fuck, I gotta redo this shit. So,
yeah, man. That's when it comes to like taking your time and just because the instinct is just to you feel like you got something, take it, get ready to post it, whatever, and then you sit back and see those little inconsistencies. So I'll take it, shoot a shot to where I'll do the most until I feel like it's pretty good. Take the shot, then I'll step back, sit on my couch, and look at it on my phone real close, like like you'll look at it,
yeah,
like
zoom
everybody
in and
else will see.
everything. Yeah,
Yeah, zoom in and just find everything and keep going back and forth. And even then, when I feel like I've done everything and got it just right, there's usually something you might have missed, or you just because you were exhausting yourself, you don't
yeah.
find that error until later.
When you start getting frustrated when you're taking pictures, do you just stop and take a day, take the rest of the night off and then go back at it the next day, or um,
Honestly, I get something to eat and sit down, get something to eat, come back, maybe in a better mood.
yeah, yeah, because sometimes I'll get frustrated and I'll just keep trying and trying, and it just end up getting worse and worse and worse pictures. So I'll go back to
Yeah,
it the next day, and then eventually then I'll start getting better results.
yeah, it's just about what results you actually want because as far as like likes engagement if that's really something you care about people are really liking like photos of people just kind of posing the figure and holding it in their hand
Yeah,
more than the whole entire setup because that's what's relatable to them you
yeah,
know they know they ain't gonna take their joints out and like put them in a whole city and environment because that shit costs money it's expensive
yeah,
even at that just I mean if you're just doing the YouTube thing hand picks of something sort of new before other people got it, you might get like 2 or 3K just off of that.
it's I couldn't even imagine doing photography like you, man. You go crazy. When you edit your pictures,
And
do you use like Photoshop or anything, or it's just the raw image of what you got?
I try not to edit, but if I need something done, like anything that has like a saber in it and it actually has like the real looking laser, I'll hit up a friend.
Mm.
I don't know if y'all know Spencer Witt. He's a real big Star Wars photographer. They like send him shit all the time. But
Uh,
he's really good at it, and I'll send him like, "Hey, bro, can you help me out? Because I don't know how to do this shit, but I really want this photo to look good." And he'll do the Photoshop edit, I think,
yeah,
and do lasers. But as far as my personal editing, the most I'll do is like, you know how Instagram has that right before you post, you can like adjust the brightness, contrast, saturation.
yeah.
That's about as deep as I'll get
Oh, okay.
because I'll do the most to make sure it's straight off the bat, like that raw image, and then I'll make the smallest adjustments because I feel like if you rely on like editing too much, there's a really good chance that you'll go too far and your shit will just be kind of blown out in some way or another.
Start looking tacky and
So
stuff. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so getting that raw image as close to perfect as you can, and then making small adjustments afterwards is like my approach to it.
Okay, that's pretty dope. Yeah, when I most of my or all of my pictures aren't even edited, man. They're just take it with my camera, upload them to
Oh,
my phone, and just throw them on on Instagram. Yeah, I can't imagine those
uh,
people that do all those crazy edits and on them. That's beyond my knowledge.
yeah, I'm not there yet either. I'm just at barely, you know, adjusting with the Instagram thing just a little bit.
Those
That's
filters.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, the filters. That's my max edit
yeah,
right there.
yeah. No, man, I can't. Like I said, just for doing photography just irritates the hell out of me sometimes. So I can't imagine sitting there for hours editing and stuff. But man, that even gives
Yeah.
me more respect towards your work, man, because some of your pictures, most of your pictures, man, they're freaking amazing, man. I like the one you posted with the Sentinels and stuff, or the Sentinel, and I think he's reaching out for Archangel. That
Yeah,
picture's dope, man.
yeah. No, that shit was crazy. Like you can't tell because I didn't want to, I don't know, show how wild I was being with it. But that table is maybe 4 feet up, so I'm standing like all that shit. I don't know if it's on my IG, but like I'm standing on a chair, pointing the camera down, so it's like a whole thing.
Yeah.
I I was nervous because like if I fell down, I'm going down 4 feet or something. Wow.
That's crazy. Yeah, yeah. Hey, but it was worth it, man. That picture is pretty dope. Another one that I really like, I
Yeah,
think
man.
it's your most current one or the most recent one was the one with the Dark Beast, and I can't remember who. It's Dark Beast and Sugar Man, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, those were dope too. I didn't even notice
Yeah.
the some of the X Men were laying down on the floor in front of Dark Beast, and it's just like little I've noticed that you do attention to detail. Like you add like little things that people won't even know. Like looking at it real quick won't even notice. You have to really sit there and dissect the picture, and you put a lot of attention to detail in some of your pictures. I've noticed that.
Like how you pointed out, you couldn't really see them in the background. That's for someone that edits. That's something that you would hit up and just highlight them more. That's not my skill set, but like it's the little things like that. Like after I post, that like you said it. That's what came to my mind after I shared on Facebook. I was like, damn, I did all this lighting and stuff for those little background characters, but I didn't. I don't know, I didn't highlight them enough. So it's just little things like that
Well,
you can revisit.
I think that it came out good because I mean your main focus is on Dark Beast and Sugar Man, right? Like I think
Yeah.
if you would have put too much attention to those characters, it would have really distracted. It would have been too much to really like sit there and look at. You know what I mean? Because you want your attention to go to Dark Beast and Sugar Man, and I think it came out pretty dope, man. Did we lose you again? Oh, I think you cut off again real quick.
On the focus subject. Lost you.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm waiting on you to catch up. There you go.
Okay. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. The focus, you don't need everything highlighted. Little subtle details in the background do work.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess being in the ACBA photography community, it's like it's kind of giving me a mindset that enough is almost never enough. So even when something comes out real good, I always just sit back and like, I could have did this, did that. And for those photos, the last couple of photos that I shared on Facebook, I was on a crunch for time because we had the October photography
Yeah.
competition going on.
Yeah.
So
I was wondering.
everyone,
I was wondering why you posted so many photos at once. 'Cause I think you did what, like 5 or 6 of them in one day.
yeah, I was slacking, so I busted my ass for a couple of those days and just went
Yeah, those.
back, 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 back.
Hey, man, some of those, most of those were pretty dope, man. Like I said, I really enjoy your photography. And now that you told me that you don't even edit them, that's even crazier, man. Yeah, I can never imagine getting myself to that level. Um,
Yeah, man. If you look at the like when I share the video side, the photo looks, damn near the same. Might be more or less. I might have picked a different side than the final photo that I took just to share, but it, it's pretty much the same joint.
yeah, um, like these right here. I don't know how well you can see them, but the Fantastic Four ones,
Yeah,
the one where you put like Sue Storm putting the hand on Reed Richards, and then these, man, as simple as they are, if I even attempted to do something like that, I wouldn't have been able to make it look like you, man.
Oh, you mean the hand photo?
Yeah, yeah. Like you just made it look so
I
natural.
thought it just takes time, man. Like like how you sitting there right now. If you want to do this with me, it probably if you ain't got nothing to do with your old lady or your kids, and then I'd
Yeah,
just be sitting there at work, posing, letting ideas flow.
but
I mean, I'm at a point now with my work where I'm trying to be more inspired idea wise because as far as like just posing characters in battle or fighting, that's cool, but it doesn't like inspire or like how do you say it's not something that draws an emotion from you. It's just like, oh, cool, Spidey's whooping this dude's ass or
yeah,
these guys. But finding like content that either makes people laugh, feel sad, like feel the emotions of those characters, that's when you like really working on it. That's something I'm trying to get to. I think I dug into that bag just a little bit with that shot with the mice fighting it in the like New York subway, and the dudes are like
yeah.
all watching and like screaming. Like
Yeah.
that's like a more story driven type content
That's not
that
on
I'm
your.
trying to.
It's not on your Instagram, is it? That was on Facebook.
I don't know. That's on Facebook.
Yeah, yeah. I
I
saw that one.
need
That
to
one.
get
Yeah, that one was pretty dope. I really like the way Sonny does some of his figures, man. Those be pretty funny as well. Um, do you happen to know this dude right here, man? Pozu.
what now?
Do you know this dude in the chat? His name is Pozu. He said can't stay, but just popping in to say I love your guys' work. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that.
Thanks, bro.
Like I said, I'm not the
Yeah.
biggest YouTuber and trying to constantly get better and better, but um, I get some negative comments, but the ones that that constantly supporting stuff, man, I really appreciate y'all.
Yeah, that's what matters.
Yeah. Um, hey, so we're getting about an hour and 16 minutes in. You want to start talking about your favorite figures of the year, man? Top 10. You want to start from the bottom to top?
Yeah, bottom to top. All right, let me see.
Hey,
Pull up my document. See, baby. Yeah, this year top tens it was kind of tough because I don't know, I've been cheap, so I've been only doing Hasbro products. But
yeah.
there's a lot of heat that came out.
I mean, I'm
All
pretty.
right, can you still see me? Can you still see me here? Because I left the app, so I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, I could see. I could see.
Okay, bet. From bottom to top, I would say the not that it's a bad figure or whatever, but my first one of the top 10 that I got is the Black Series Ventress.
Ventures. Okay.
Now she I don't know if you, do you even check for them when you go hunting? Do you like look at the little Star Wars joints,
I
the
do,
$20
man.
ones?
I do. Usually when I go hunting
Okay.
for Marvel Legends stuff, Star Wars is like right across from Marvel. Um, I
Yeah.
peep that. I peep the GI Joes and what else? Some are McFarlane, but I don't really collect. I don't like McFarlane figures at all. So I peep some of those stuff and some. I look at them and I'm like, damn, these are pretty dope, man. But then again, it all comes down to budget and not wanting to spend outside of my budget. Like I'm really tempted on some of those GI Joes, man.
Yeah, I mean the values there. They put a lot of detail in the sculpt and the sculpt accessories.
Yep.
The values there. It's just you want to jump down that rabbit hole or not.
Like barbecue, dude. I really really want to get my hands on barbecue right now.
If I well, I'm moving now, so I don't know how the hell the week's gonna go. But if I see him, I'll just hit you up.
Yeah, for sure, man. I would really appreciate that. I think one of my homeboys ended up getting them, and yeah, he looks pretty dope. But for my number 10 spot is this dude right here. I don't know where you can see him.
Just so you know, I can't see. You gotta tell me.
Oh, you can't. You still can't see me?
I can, but when I hop between the apps, it like delays.
Oh,
Okay,
okay,
hold on.
okay.
Okay, I can see it.
Yeah, you can
Oh,
see.
Sandman 2.0.
Yeah, man. Wait, did you like this one or not really?
I liked it. It wasn't top 10 just because I get so much shit. It's
Yeah,
like it's
yeah,
just it was tough to place, but I literally got him like yesterday, so I
yeah.
haven't had a chance to handle them.
Man, he's pretty
But the
dope, man.
accessories,
it's I don't know, but I think it might be my bias as well, man. Because I mean, anything Spider-Man related, I'm gonna love. So it's I don't know. It might just be my bias, and because that Build-A-Figure, man, he's pretty dope, but I don't know, man. He's starting to show his age as well. You know what I mean?
How so?
Like the ball
Like the
jointed
little
hips,
one.
the ball jointed
Yeah.
hips. Yeah, I don't really care for that. And then he's
Yeah,
always pop.
the
Yeah, the narrow
the
torso. Yeah, not a big fan of that either.
yeah.
But and he's always powered up, and he's like 6 or 8 feet tall compared to all the other characters. So, yeah, I really enjoyed this one right here.
Yeah, he's clean. Like I'm pretty sure he's a different mold than the SDCC Raph set that he was just like, dressed in like his little T-shirt, but he was like all yellow and sanded out.
You
I
talking
don't know if
about
you remember.
he's a different mode from the retro card one?
Yeah, he's different than that. He's like on the
Yeah,
Luke
he's
Cage body.
that retro all. I think the all sand one you're talking about, right?
Yeah,
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 that's the exact same body as the Build-A-Figure. He just has different arms.
yeah.
Yeah,
That I like it more than that. So as far as like go-to Sandman, the new one, that's probably going to be my go-to. I just haven't had time to handle him yet.
yeah, like he's
You
in my
know.
Spider-Man shelf now, and then the Build-A-Figure he's on my villain shelf. So yeah, it's a really dope figure, man. But what's your number nine?
And you want to do something really dope with him on display. Put like some kinetic sand around his feet
Yeah.
and just yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing with him.
See,
When
I
I get
can't,
when I got
I can't do crazy stuff like that because if I leave kinetics in here and it falls on the ground, my son's gonna eat that shit.
oh no.
Yeah, my son, anything he finds on the ground, man, he's bad with that shit. So can't have stuff
Right, you
flying
get a
around.
detox. You get a detox. Get like pay like the extra $5 or $6 to get like a little key lock,
Yeah,
so nobody can open that
yeah.
shit.
I'm scared that even if I get detox, he's gonna probably like run into him and break him and shit. So my son's very destructive, man. He's a very destructive little boy.
Damn.
Yeah. But what
Well,
you
at
get?
least you collect mostly domestics.
Nah, I collect some imports, but I keep those high off the ground so you can't even come near them. So, what you got for your number nine spot, man?
All right. Let's see here. Nine. Nine for me would be Legends Zombie Cap. Just I don't know. Marvel Zombies. I remember that event like a couple. Damn, was it like almost a decade ago? Because I feel
Yeah,
like that happened just a little bit after Civil War. Like it was that same heroic age in Marvel Comics.
yeah, it was a while back. It's been a minute. I finally finished reading that whole story about maybe a month or two ago. I read that whole story arc because I had read most of it, but I never finished it, and I finished it the other day or a couple months back, and yeah, it's been a minute since that comic came out. What, maybe like you said, a decade ago?
Almost a decade, yeah. 9/11. Because like Civil War happened right after 9/11. That's why they had like the kid, the what's his name, Nitro, or the dude that
Yeah,
started
yeah,
the
yeah.
whole thing. Yeah, that was like I think the very first couple of pages of Civil War. It's like a kind of a homage to 9/11. You got all the heroes like digging people out of the rubble in New York or something like that.
Oh yeah,
So it was like definitely that would be like 20 years ago actually. Wow, my
damn. Yeah,
mind
you
slipped.
right. That
Yeah,
was
20
20 years
years.
ago. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah, it's crazy. But
Yeah, I mean, Marvel Zombies happened a little bit after that, so it's been a minute, and just to now finally see some of that those older stories, kind of Marvel giving some love. I really dig it. Like
yeah,
the Iron Spider, fire. Like I didn't buy the Revoltech, but the Legends they're giving it to us, so
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna do it.
I was really tempted to buy that Revoltech one, man, and then I was like, I had a feeling that Hasbro was gonna do it, man, and sure enough, they announced it like a couple weeks later after the Revoltech, mass release.
Yeah,
So yeah. For my number nine, man, I got this dude right here. I don't know how well you can see him.
it's up there. Oh, the Hydra Stomp.
Yeah, man, this dude's a freaking beast, dude. Do you happen to have him yet or not
Uh,
yet?
Oh, I got them. The only thing for me is I feel it could be bigger, or they could
Yeah,
have gave us like a way to put a little Rogers. But as far as just a big ass piece of plastic, I dig it.
yeah, he's a freaking
Like,
beast, man. He when I got him in hand, I was pretty impressed. I thought he was gonna be a lot smaller, but he's freaking heavy, man.
yeah,
If this thing falls on my head, I'm done with. But yeah, Hydra Stomper was pretty dope. The only thing I have a complaint about him is that I can't put Peggy Carter on the back, man. It's a pain in the ass to put her on the back.
I was messing with it, and I was like, you can't firmly put her in there like how she belongs. You gotta kind of like, well, I'm talking from a photographer perspective. I was holding it, and I was like, kind of halfway putting her on there and trying to see if I can get an angle where you can see both of them.
Yeah,
But no, she does not firmly fit on there.
no, yeah,
And if you want to go accuracy wise, scale wise, she's huge compared to her body on top of that suit is out of scale. But
yeah,
what can
it
you
is.
do?
It is. Yeah, and then yeah, but balancing her on there and trying to take photos took me like at least at least like an hour or so to get a decent photo.
Yeah, makes sense. Like I'm planning on using like a glass panel, just laying it on there and then putting her on top and putting my camera beneath.
Yeah,
That's the only thing I'm gonna get them looking like they suspended in
dude.
flight.
So I didn't even know about that camera trick till I saw someone do it on Instagram, and I was like, "Oh man, that's so freaking smart! How did I think of that shit?" Yeah, I never.
You know what? If you do that, the trick to not getting like, because it's glass, of course it reflects.
Yeah,
The big trick I learned from Simon Hill, probably most everybody that collects or pays attention to photography knows.
yeah, yeah.
But you got to put like everything beneath that glass has to be black so you don't get any reflection. If you have like,
Okay.
I don't care if you have like all black and you have like a pencil on there, that's just gonna show up on the glass. So you gotta really like black everything out. I take garbage bags. Just make sure everything's black so the glass looks,
Doesn't reflect it. Yeah, yeah.
invisible.
That makes sense. Yeah. So what you got for number 8?
Eight, eight. Oh, this is like one of those favorites, one of those joints that I kept shooting probably 4 or 5 times. Legends Ironheart.
Ironheart, dude.
Dude,
I haven't even bought her yet.
dude. One, I guess for me, she's a character that I've always really cared about. You know, got African American girl.
Yeah.
She's running the Iron Man mantle, but that the face sculpt they did for her was like really like hella clean. Like I know we got people are making fun of the Invisible Woman. That's
Yeah.
terrible. But it seems like this year Hasbro's been using new plastic. Like we're not getting that super glossy, reflective type shit we used to get, where
Yeah.
they look like they're sweating and shiny.
Yeah.
We're getting like paint.
Like matted out.
Sometimes,
Right? Yeah.
yeah, matte. Sometimes it's almost like the plastic is kind of I don't know what they do to it, but they temper it and it has like they have like pores on the skin.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the price hikes. I'm kind of a. I mean, I'd like anything cheaper, but the price hikes is kind of making sense at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen her a couple times in hand, man, and again, she's not an essential character that I need in my collection. But I've been very, very tempted to buy her a couple times, man. It's just she's a great looking. Honestly, that head sculpt is like what really, really makes that figure just that much better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts.
I really want that figure. But for my number 8 spot, I have Dormammu.
Oh yeah, yeah,
What do you think
hell
about
yeah.
this one?
It's loosely animated series inspired, so I dig
Yeah.
that. I think the only thing that that you can hold against him is that he has like in the animated series the head sculpt is like a different color, but
Yeah.
they'll probably re-release that, But just having that essential character, we're getting the classic Doctor Strange from Walmart. I think early next year or something like
In
that.
March, I believe.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, so he's just really dope. He has all the hands. That's like something that's big for me. Just having options so you can
Man,
make him more.
he's even got trigger finger hands, man.
Even
So
that don't make no sense, but it's extra. So
if Dormammu wants to blast a couple of caps in Doctor Strange, hey man, I'm all down for it.
Yo, I just got an idea here. If you take the pistol from what's his the hood,
Oh,
like he has those little magic bullets,
yeah.
and put it in your mom, I might do that when I get the time.
Hey,
But
but those
yeah,
bullets
that's
look like dildos, man. I don't know what they were thinking on that
yeah.
one. Yeah, they were tripping on that one. Where we at now? 7? Oh, what you got for number 7, man?
Seven, seven. Come on, baby. Oh, the McFarlane Cowboy Spawn.
Oh man, you got McFarlane on your list, man.
I, I know.
I thought I
I
liked you,
I
man.
get
I
it.
thought I liked you.
Yeah.
No, I'm just
Uh,
fucking with you.
McFarlane is funny. Like he puts a lot of attention into the sculpts, the paint. Sometimes it's hit or miss. If it's like a deluxe exclusive, something they do like put washes and stuff on there.
Yeah,
But for me, it's just because the only reason I buy his stuff is when I like wash out during a hunt. So I go to Walmart. Somebody's already cleared out all the legends. Somebody's already hit the Black Series stuff.
yeah,
Then I slide over to Todd and I just see, man, that's a DC character. I'm not going to pay $100 for an import. I got no choice because he's got all that DC shit locked down.
yeah.
So, but as far as the gunslinger Spawn, it's a cowboy. I dig Spawn. I watched the whole animated series in like probably middle school,
Yeah.
and that, you've seen the animated series, right?
The Spawn, no, no, no. I'm not a big fan on Spawn. My stepdad though, he loves Spawn, but again, I'm an early, I guess you could say an early 2000s baby because I was born in '98, so I didn't do the '90s very much.
I'm only one year younger than you, so
Oh yeah, you were born in '97.
yes, sir.
Oh okay,
I
okay, yeah,
mean,
yeah.
I
Again, I
mean,
I don't know, man. I just never got around to it. I don't know. Spawn was never really caught my attention.
it
Some DC.
it it,
Go ahead.
it definitely wasn't a 2000s kid thing. I just happened to be around like family members that were just still about like 90s hip hop, the
Yeah,
music, all that shit. So like
yeah,
they weren't that big though, and I was always around me. So Spawn is something that I wasn't dragged into, but it was there, and I just got sucked into it.
yeah. No, no, I understand that 'cause my stepdad. I mean, he got me into like '90s hip hop. He's the reason I love
Yeah,
Snoop, Ice Cube, Tupac, Bone Thugs. If
and
it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be a big hip hop head. But
yeah,
he did put me on to like some DC stuff, and well, really, he's the one that really showed me, pushed me into the I guess geek stuff. So he's the one that got me into comic books, into Spider Man, into everything. So if it wasn't for him, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't even been here collecting. So yeah, he knows.
that's positive and a negative.
Yeah, yeah, that is true. Yeah, but he knows his comics like the back of his hand, man. He knows everything.
Yeah,
So if I like say the wrong character or mispronounce the wrong thing, he's on my ass. Like that's not how you say it. That's not what happened. I'm like, oh, my bad, shit, my bad. But
bro, that's not how it happened. It's like the most common shit. When someone reads the book,
yeah,
man, it was both internet. They didn't do that. Like
yeah,
they not trying to read these books exactly, bro. you
yeah.
know.
Like when I did my review on Spidey 2099, I was like, why doesn't it come with whip hands, man? It would have been cool if he had whip hands. And someone was like, cause he doesn't use whip hands. The web comes out of the back of his wrist, and I was like, oh shit, my bad, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, but like I've never read the 2099 series or anything, so I just think he looks dope.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, for me, 2099 is basically. Remember what was it? Not Web of Shadows. Shattered Dimensions or whatever the video game was. That was
yeah.
my first introduction. But
One
as
and
far
two.
as like going back and reading those like I think he's a mostly '90s
Yeah,
series. Yeah, they're doing current runs now, but those are OG Miguel O'Hara Spider Man. It's like mostly a '90s thing. I never went back to that,
yeah. See,
but
so I
it's a good
never.
thing.
That's the thing, man. There's just too many comics to keep up with. You know what I'm saying? There's just you just can't know everything. There's no way you're gonna know everything
Yeah,
about everybody. The only thing I knew about Spidey 2099 is that he was a Hispanic, Hispanic Spider-Man. I was like, oh yeah, I'm down with this. So, yeah.
Yeah.
For
You know what?
what's up?
I mean, funny you mentioned that. I feel like we're going to get more Hispanic legends whenever Miss America Chavez, whenever she appears in the MCU. We'll probably start getting, them getting more Hispanic characters just sprinkled in there. Because I mean, when I think immediately of like Hispanic characters from Marvel Legends, I can only think of like there's Gold Balls. He's Hispanic, which I mean he's kind of a goofball character. But
Yeah.
that you got him. You got Chavez. Um,
I just learned Armadillo was a Hispanic character from Dallas, I think.
yeah, him. Um,
And you got
Sherman,
Miguel.
he had a whole list.
Yeah. And then
People like to say Miles, but I think the black delegation is still holding the cards for him right now.
for who? You said Miles?
Yeah, Miles
Yeah.
Morales. I hear that argument every now and then,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
he
'cause
mostly looks like a brother.
he's Puerto Rican, right?
His mom is.
Yeah, his mom's
Dad
Puerto
is.
Rican. Yeah, yeah. But there's
They
not
kind of sort of touched on it in the Spider Verse movie.
when he's
He
talking,
was
yeah,
like,
to his mom.
yeah,
Yeah. Now he's yeah. Miguel and Miles are two of my favorites. Obviously being Hispanic. But for my number 7 spot, I got this dude right here, man. See him?
hold on. Give me. Damn it, stepped out. Shit. Oh, the Ironmonger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. You've gotten him yet?
Nah, that's one of the things I'm hoping to get on clearance from Amazon
Dude,
the weekend.
man, I saw Surtur was on Amazon for what, $30? And
That's what. Yeah,
what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say yeah. I copped mine and it's dope.
Yeah, so
Like I wish I got him too.
I was really tempted on picking them up. I had Surtur, but I ended up selling them when the Galactus went up, and I sold a whole bunch of my figures, and I sold Surtur, and I said I'll eventually get them. And I should have got them when that sale was going on, because $30 for that dude it's a freaking steal, man. That's a fucking steal in my opinion.
I mean,
But yeah, this dude right here, man, this dude's a beast. This dude's a beast. We have next.
does the torso come open on him like the smaller 6-inch
Ah.
version used to?
Nah. It's a solid piece right here. But they do have a little translucent plastic right here that makes it look. I don't know. It adds so much more to this character. It's not
White
like
meat.
opening anything.
Okay.
And he's dope,
And-
man. I mean, the articulation's pretty dope. He has like a ball joint at the waist, so he can move. Yeah, he moves pretty good, man. Pretty
Like,
dope figure.
The pistons on his back move and like rotate too, right?
Yeah, but they pop out like right here. I don't know if you can tell, but right here they pop. They you move them just a little bit up, they pop out right away. Like this one right here. If I just move
Okay.
this arm, and it just slides right out. So you gotta be careful with that. What
You hit him with a little WD-40.
yeah. What you got for number 6, man?
Let me see here. 6. Really just remember. 6, might be a surprise. The HasLab Sentinel.
Now you're just throwing it in my
Couldn't-
face.
And I couldn't give him the throne. He just for the issues
Yeah.
and as dumb as it sounds, he's just real hard to shoot. Like I could probably buy like bigger poster boards or something to put behind it so you can have that environment, but it's so damn big. It's like every time I shoot him I have to do like weird perspective shots. I never get like the entire thing. I mean, the setup I have on my desk right now, I'm trying to capture the whole thing because, that's part of the hype of just it's so damn big.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
it's really difficult to capture him and a little bit of diorama stuff going on around him. Is I gotta get a little creative when trying to capture that.
Yeah, I bet, man. I had a hard time just photographing Surtur, and he was only 12 inches tall, 13 inches tall. How tall is the Sentinel? He was like 24, right? Or 26?
26? 24, 26.
Yeah, so I can only imagine. Because dioramas aren't that big. They're usually, like 12 inches tall or something?
Yeah, 12 to like maybe 15 if you got like some really big shit.
Yeah.
Him being double it, he's always got to be crunched down or working with angles. It's just a whole thing. But still, I'm glad I got it. I'd be butthurt if I didn't had to pay $650 on the secondary.
Yeah, man. I want him, man, but I just can't pay that much for a figure. I had a hard time paying 400 for Galactus. I mean, it's worth it. I know it's worth it, and it's not bad, but I got responsibilities and shit. So, for what number are we on? 1, 2, 3, 4.
5.
Yeah.
Well, we're on 6, heading to 5.
Okay, yeah. For my number 6, it's right here. We got Ultron.
Okay, yeah. I see. I feel that. Did you go buck wild Manny build him, or did you just get the
One, man.
Yeah.
I won. I've been tempted. I've seen them a couple times. I've seen them about three, 4 times in stores, and I was like, man, I want to pick them up. But if I come home and my wife sees it, and then she sees the exact same figure on the shelf, she's gonna be like, "Why did you buy 2? Why did you buy 3?"
If you're not like collecting or shooting them, it don't make sense to nobody else why you got a whole damn army of the same dude.
Especially if you only have like this version of Ultron, and then you army build them, because I mean the main Ultron's supposed to be bigger than the Ultron bots, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, I was tempted, man. I really wanted to get a few. I at least wanted 3, but I just couldn't do it, man. It was just like I can use that $20 for another figure I don't have.
If you wanted to go like that route, as far as army building, I've seen people take the Diamond Select Ultron, Classic Ultron. It's basically the same design. He's like maybe an inch or 2 taller, and it works.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen a couple of people do that, but I don't know, man. I'm good with my 1. I'm happy with my 1.
Yeah.
See,
no, I mean, as far as him by himself, I dig him. He's got the cool Kirby crackle effect that you can slide in the mouth. All the hands. If you have a Lil Landra, the female. Yeah, you have that.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I try to stick to my main characters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what you got for number 5, man? What you got for 5?
Let's see here. Oh, I know this off the top. The Sam Wilson cap with like the wing Build-A-Figure joints from the Disney Plus wave.
Dude, man, I sold that for dirt cheap. I sold that Build-A-Figure for dirt cheap. I sold them for like $80 with Scarlet Witch.
I mean, they're going to reissue it again because they already like repacked him in a 2-pack. So at some point they're going to give you the wings again, so you'll have another chance for it. Scarlet Witch, she's dope too. Like she works as a good comic and MCU joint. So
yeah,
I think I did 1 comic book shot with her, and it came out crisp.
See, I rebought Scarlet Witch because I had seen her at Target for like $20, and then my thinking behind selling Sam Wilson was either Mayfex or SH Figure Arts is gonna do them, and it's gonna be a lot better. And I just ended up picking that one up for $80. You know what I mean? What it would have cost me to buy the whole Build-A-Figure wave.
That's fair to assume. I mean, he's gonna be. They're not gonna take him out after they at the end of the Winter Soldier joint. He had the stars and stripes.
Yeah.
They're not gonna just like throw that costume away. He's gonna appear in that at least like another movie or 2 or some events like that. We're gonna get it from an company eventually. So he's straight there.
Yeah, so I'm like, that's what my thinking went was Mayfix or SH Figure Arts going to do a better version. I'll just pick that one up when it comes out. Even if, Mayfix takes 6 years to do it.
Probably will be on the the next Avengers movie or some shit by the time they get it out.
For my number 5 is this dude right here, man. Red Skull.
Oh, the classic joint?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? He's actually one that I shot a couple of times this year just because he's such an iconic villain that I just had to keep going back to it. Dog.
The red, yeah, man. I love this figure, man. It's all brand new body, and then he was pinless, and just the amount of accessories that this dude came with was ridiculous, man. That's what really sold me on this
Yeah.
figure.
I really like the gnarly, evil grin face sculpt. Like they feel like I'm
Yeah,
just
it's
like
crazy.
when I saw it in person for the first time, I was like, dude, I can do so much shit just with this facial expression right here. It
Yeah,
was a done deal.
yeah,
I copped the second one because I wanted to. I can't paint it all. That's not my skill set. But I wanted to get it painted black to have like a modern Red Skull.
yeah,
So
man. Uh,
hopefully Hasbro did it.
what you got for number 3, man?
All right. Three, we passed four.
Yeah, I think yeah. Well, I think we're just jumping around.
We didn't hit four.
We didn't do 4, or maybe I jumped
Uh,
ahead. I think I jumped ahead. My bad. What you got for 4?
Four, I got the man. I wish I had some of these here because most people don't know about them. But the Mythic Legions orcs.
The Mythic Legions orc. I think I
Yeah,
know which one you're talking about. It's the one with the it's the green one. Is it the green flocked one?
yeah. He's green. He's got like a beard. He's got like the little
Yeah,
fluffy little
yeah,
thing. I really wish I had brought like the stuff if I didn't have the situation I had going on that I could
yeah.
have brought the stuff I'm talk about and just you know.
No, that's
But
understandable, man.
no, Four Horsemen, they have a pre-order going on right now, but the quality of the stuff they put out is really really good. Like it's not import. You're not going to have import articulation, but the articulation is done just well enough to where it really makes up for it. Like the paint.
The
Uh,
sculpt, dude. The sculpt on those figures are amazing.
um, I don't know if you know Trevor Williams.
Now who's that?
He's like the official photographer for the company that produces those figures.
I think.
He's done some crazy stuff featuring like the Mezco Conan squaring up against him. Just
Yeah, I think I
fire.
saw them. Yeah, yeah. Now, yeah, some of those
Yeah.
mythic legions are great. Man, I really wanted to get into those the space legions. I think is what they're calling it, right? The ones from outer space.
Yeah.
Dude, those things look freaking badass, man. I wish I could have jumped on those things, man. Those things look really nice.
If anything, you can still lock them down on BBTS for like I think like 20% markup, which
Yeah,
sucks. Once they start hitting, they do like in stock like I guess the stuff that like all their extras they sell them during like I think it's like Fridays or whatever, and you get one more chance to get them for retail. It's like crazy, mad people complaining, man. They took it out my cart and stuff like that, but you get at least a shot at getting it at that
yeah.
$35 price.
I was gonna go all in on them, but again, there's just too much stuff, and
Yeah.
trying to focus on just getting what I really love and what I really need for my collection. But yeah, man, I'm kind of upset that I missed on those. But for my number,
Me too. Dude. Me too. I was dead broke when they dropped. I just went, man. I'm gonna just pay BBTS the extra money, and whenever they hit, hopefully, I got the chips ready right then. But I couldn't lock them in either.
yeah, yeah, it sucks, man. For number 3, I actually got Zombie Cat.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, man, this dude really, really caught me by surprise when they announced him because I know, um, I think Disney has a thing where you can't do a lot of blood and gore when they're doing figures and stuff, because they're trying to be kid friendly or
Yeah.
whatever. But dude, the fact that they did expose ribs, the holes through the
And
thighs and stuff, that amazing, amazing.
dude, yeah, that. He's probably gonna be on like whenever all these other YouTube dudes do their thing. He's probably gonna be in everybody's top 10
Oh yeah.
just for yeah. We got exposed flesh and bones and shit. Like
Hey bro, the crazy thing about this figure. Actually, go ahead and tell me your second because I want to bring another point up right now.
okay, I was gonna say it has me just hyped for maybe for what if ways with more future zombies, but I don't want like the lazy shit where they just kind of put a zombie head on like an existing body and just paint it kind of
Yeah,
fucked
yeah.
up. I need them to really like bones
Dude,
and flesh.
like this dude right here.
Let me see here. Hold on.
What you got for 2?
Yeah. Yeah.
What you got for 2, man? Because I want to bring up a point again about
Okay.
this dude right here.
Okay. Two. Let's see. Oh, the Mezco Vapor.
Dude, man, you're making me sad. You're making me
You
sad,
let
man.
you let Vapor go too?
Yeah, you sold me Vapor, right? You sold me Vapor for a really, really good price, man. You sold it to me for a really good price, and I absolutely love that figure. He was one of my favorite in my collection. But again, when the Galactus went up, man, I really, really needed. I didn't just need money for Galactus, but I actually needed money in general. So I had to sell a whole
Yeah.
bunch of stuff off, and yeah, Vapor was one of those that I let go, and I wish I
Yeah.
had him, but I know he's gonna be re-released what in May, June, or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll try to cop him then. But yeah, Vapor was by far one of my favorites in my collection. He probably would have been in top 5 if I still had him.
Bro, they got Mezco has like I don't know if you had seen this or not, but they like Vapor is like part of their like I guess street little ghetto dude. What was
Uh,
the
the
joint
hoods,
that
the
they used to
hoods.
sell at Walmart? The joints they used to sell at Walmart. It was like you get like little homies or some
Is that
shit
what I was
like
about to
that.
say? Homies, the little homies.
Yeah. Mezco had their own like little kind of sort of homies line, but they were like 6 inches. But they got like if you look up that line, all the other characters dope as hell. And if they give show those characters just as much as love as they did Vapor,
Yeah,
it's gonna be wild. Like,
yeah,
they got
yeah,
like a dude with like a ludicrous afro. I'm ready for it.
yeah.
Like I'm gonna go in.
I've seen because when they announced Vapor, I had no idea who he was. You know, I had no idea what it was or anything. And I think
Um,
it was The Amazing. He did a review on it, and I watched it. And I was after watching his review, I was like, I fucking need this now, man. I need it right now. And that's why I was
that's
like,
that,
that's
that's the D effect. Like,
yeah,
well,
man.
the amazing effect. I'll say. Pause. The amazing effect. You watch the review, dude
You
will
got the
sell
D
me on
effect, man.
almost anything.
Nah, but
Yeah, man. Dude,
yeah,
my bad.
The Amazing, man. Yeah, he has a thing, the thing where he'll review something and he'll just shoot it so good that he's like, I need this right now as well. But
Yeah,
cause he,
I try like to avoid my like reckless spending. I only watch his reviews if I've already kind of mostly decided I'm gonna buy that thing anyway, and
yeah,
he just pushes me to the edge. But I can't watch all his content because he makes everything look good, and my
see,
mind starts going. I can use that. It's just too
I,
expensive.
I had the same problem with watching Unparalleled Universe's Gambit review, man. I watched that review and now I'm trying to find him because he sold out everywhere. So I'm like, fuck, I need to get that Gambit.
Yeah, like I missed that too, and I'm on a. I know I really don't want to spend that money, but I'm also low key checking like resale groups and just kind of lurking, waiting for somebody to throw one up, and then I'll accidentally make that $100 that whatever it's gonna be that expensive purchase.
Yeah,
But I really wanted to.
yeah, I really need Gambit. I'm trying to backtrack and get Wolverine and Cyclops, and that's pretty much it. And then I'm trying to get Psylocke as well, but her pre-orders are sold out everywhere, man.
Yeah, man, it's wild out here. I mean, I got Wolverine and Psych, but when those other characters come in, it's just gonna it's gonna be like mad crazy. Like I hate that I miss Deadpool too.
Yeah, Deadpool was cool, man, but I, I, I'm really happy with my Sasquatch Deadpool, man. My Sasquatch Wave Deadpool. Um,
Yeah, it's good.
I didn't really think that Mayfix one really blew it out the water for me to spend $100 on a figure that I already have. But
That's how I felt, and that's why I passed. But well, it's on my list. But the Revo cable, when I see the Revoltech cable, and then I see the Mayfix Deadpool with him, it's just
yeah,
like
yeah,
perfect.
they look nice. For my number 2, man, I have this dude right here. Oh shit, hold on. I have the Infinity War Mayfix Captain America.
I don't have that one yet, but it's probably, well, definitely the best one that we got right now.
For this version of Cap,
Yeah, This you talking like toys is the best right now.
Oh yeah, SH did my boy dirty with that head sculpt, and so did Legends, man.
I try. Legends they have like the little deluxe. I don't know if you've seen it. The deluxe, like the ones that come in the Fat Thor that's like
Oh
out
yeah,
right now.
the
They
Infinity Saga one. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, that one looks decent. It's still not. It's nowhere near Mayfair's.
No,
Solid enough as
that's the Legend ones I was talking about, man. His head sculpt was, it's not bad, but it looks like animated. He looks like he's from like an animated cartoon, if that makes sense.
yeah.
But yeah, this
The
Mayfix one is by
pixel.
far the best.
Yeah, that's something I am hoping not to find cheap enough and make another purchase. If I
Yeah,
find it under $100, I might just pull the trigger on it
yeah.
and
He's
just uh,
the only complaint I have about him is that his arms don't go all the way down. They kind of stick up a little bit. And
mhm.
this is the point that I wanted to make was that he has ankle pivot, but you can't get it because of the little cuffs around his boots. I don't know how well you can see, but
Yeah,
the little cuffs around his boots make it impossible for him to turn his feet and get that ankle pivot in. And then you go back and look at
yeah,
Zombie Cat. He has the exact same boots, and they actually sculpted that little cuff on the foot so he can get that ankle pivot, man. And I wish Mayfix would have done that, man, because with that setup he has, man, he has no ankle pivot, like zero.
and this is a little ghetto fix, but if you could take like a little shaver and just kind of shave it down just a bit. But that's gonna ruin your secondary market value if you ever want to
Yeah,
sell it. But
man,
that's the type of shit.
I've seen someone go with an X-Acto knife and cut like right underneath the strap, and so
Mhm.
where the little cuff, it's like a little floating piece that just sits right above his foot. But man, I'm
Yeah,
terrified if I do that, I'll probably fuck it all up.
yeah. There is a fig doctor out there. Dude's like list of doing repairs is like hell long.
Yeah,
But Bill Maru on Facebook, dude's like he fixes like fucking everything. Everybody that's like in the community that breaks their imports, we be sending our shit up there to him, and he be like he'll really take care. I don't know. He's like an engineer or some shit, but he like really like does the fixes. Like my Storm Collectibles Goro. I don't know if you've seen, but like the
yeah.
ankles have like literally no rocker, and I broke one of them.
Dang.
And I told him, man, Bill, you think you can fix this? He's like, yeah, just put me on the list. It's been about a month, but I'm waiting for him to tell me to send my package up there so I can get back to shooting.
And he does it for fairly cheap. Well,
Um,
like cheaper than what
Pretty
you
much
would.
way cheaper than trying to like replace some of these expensive imports.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I was about to say. Like cheaper than just going out to buy a new one.
Yeah, what definitely cheaper than that. I don't want to quote the price and then he'd be like, yo, you make it sound like I'm working for peanuts. Yeah,
Yeah, but
just chop it up.
this Mayfix is dope, man. What you got for number one? What's your number one?
Number one, Revoltech cable, man.
That came out this year.
Yeah, of course it did. It had to.
I think so.
Well,
Yeah.
it was one of those releases where it like came out possibly in December for a few people, and then pretty much everybody had him in like January,
Oh, in
February.
January. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
But
I haven't even saw that figure in person yet, man. So I couldn't even tell you if I like it or not.
I don't know if you've got any of the Revos, but he's like one of the newer generation shits where it's not super gappy and loose
Yeah,
and kind of dangly. He's like solid. He's
yeah,
better than the Mezco joint. He's a little too small. He's got the crazy pouches and muscles and proportions and stuff going on. But yeah, man, I just love it. It's got all the accessories. The weapons are all glossy. It's really good.
yeah. I've seen reviews of him, and I think he's pretty cool. But I'm happy with my Marvel Legends one, man. The Sasquatch wave, yeah, that's a pretty dope Marvel cable, in my opinion. It's not
Oh, you got one?
the which one?
You got the Sasquatch wave joint?
The Sasquatch cable,
You had
yeah.
asked me.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
you
yeah,
had asked
yeah.
me if I had one. I had one.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I was trying to buy them off of you, but you had the first version, right? The first Marvel Legends cable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Hella Modern version.
yeah. No, I got the Sasquatch one. I can't remember who I bought it from, but I got it for a really good price. So I think I bought them for like $20 or something
Yeah.
like that. So it wasn't bad. Um, so for my number one, man, I had a really hard time. So I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna cheat on mine. I picked two.
Right.
It's a tie for number one.
That's it.
I have Venom and Thanos.
Hell yeah. Wait, well, which Venom is that?
The
Can't.
Venom. This
It's
is
just.
the retro card Venom.
Okay, okay. Yeah, man. Did you get it like in hopes of like repainting it or some shit, or did you get it just for that red and blue as is?
So the animated series Spider-Man cartoon wasn't my all-time favorite or anything. That was
Hmm.
excuse me. It was my favorite animated series. You know, growing up, the one that I remember watching the most was Spider-Man and his Amazing Friends with what's it called?
Yeah,
Iceman and what's her name? Firestar.
Firestar.
Firestar. Yeah, that's the cartoon that really stuck with me growing up. But the animated series Spider-Man, I watched, you know, every so often. But this Venom man, like I don't have a big attachment with this character from, you know, this version of Venom. But this figure's a freaking
Uh,
beast, man. He's dope as hell. Shoot.
I seen it, man. The only thing that stopped me was the paint because I knew if I shot him, I would pretty much intentionally do red light source on one side, blue on the other side.
Yeah.
And I was like, that won't work for everything, so I'll just wait. But it looks really good. Like I want it, but I'm trying to be patient.
Yeah, no, he's freaking dope, man. I mean, he's really easy to pose, really, you know, easy to photograph. Like when I was taking photos of this dude, it was, yeah, I had a really good time, man. I had a really good time taking pictures of this dude. And then Thanos would have
What does
been
he want to do?
the what?
What is that thing? What does that Venom come with? Like accessory wise.
Oh, he came with a alternative head where it's pretty much the same. His tongue is just not as long, and it's
Hmm.
inside. You know, it's not sticking out. And then he comes with a pair of like open hands, and then he comes with a pair of fists. But
Okay,
that's
okay.
it. That's it. And then Thanos would have been my number one if he had better articulation, man. I hate that they gave him single jointed elbows. I hate it. I wish he would have had double jointed elbows, and I think they could have done it too, man. And I wish they would have gave him another head sculpt, like the one that he comes with the old man Thanos. Um, I wish instead of giving us that, they would have gave us a like an angry head sculpt or something, instead of, you know, just giving us another head for another figure that I don't even have. So
You know, the logic behind that probably is if you had brought their other Walmart exclusive version, you could have had all that shit. You know, all that because I'm pretty sure that one has an angry like teeth gritted face skull.
yeah, yeah, he does.
Although the
I think
although
the
the helmet design won't be right, it'll be modern, but
yeah.
still kind
I
of finessable.
I just wish he would have came with, honestly, if he would have came with a different head sculpt out, or you know, an additional head sculpt, this dude would have probably been like number one for sure, because I love Thanos, man. He's one of my favorite characters from Marvel, and this dude looks freaking amazing. The blue shading they did throughout this figure is perfect. He came with the perfect amount of accessories, except that head sculpt. He should have came with a different head sculpt as well, man.
And just give it no more than 2 years for them to repack it and throw in another addition variant accessory or so.
Yeah,
That's the way I'm approaching all these Hasbro products now. Like if I miss something and it's already going crazy expensive, like between a year, maybe 3 years, somewhere in that point, they're gonna sell the shit again.
yeah.
So
See,
I'm barely.
I had that problem with Jean Grey, the 3-pack from the Love Triangle 3-pack.
Uh huh.
So I was trying to find her for cheap. I was like, I told myself, if I can't find her below 30, then I'm not gonna buy her,
Yeah.
because I'm pretty sure they're gonna re-release her. I found her for 30, so I got her pretty cheap. And the guy that I bought him from, he threw in extra accessories and stuff. So, you know, I was like, hell yeah, 30, I'll do it. But then they announced the VHS tape Legends, and I was like, oh yeah, man,
Yeah.
they're gonna re-release Jeans. So
I mean, They will, but it just depends on because I know those versions are supposed to be animated. She might be cell shaded, so
Yeah,
she
that's the
might
only
not
thing.
blend in well with you know
Yeah,
the rest of your guys.
that's the only thing. Yeah, that she's gonna be cell shaded, but we're eventually gonna get her again, man. I mean, she's a popular character, and they've only done her like what once or twice in the Hasbro Legend series.
Yeah.
I mean, they've done her in
Um,
the 3 pack. They did her single carded in the Juggernaut wave because she was freaking hideous in that one. And then they did the um, what other version did they do with her? Oh, and then the Dark Phoenix one, but that one goes for mad crazy money.
I didn't know that because I got like three of them in sandwich bags each that I haven't even. I don't know. I don't buy figures for a profit most 90% of the time. Every now and then, if I see like a good lick, I'm gonna purchase them
Yeah,
and try to use them for trade bait or something. But most of the time, I just buy my one. If it's something real special, I'll buy it and keep one on card.
yeah,
But X Men, like the VHS packaging, that's like nostalgia for me. I'm gonna get them and just have like when I have my little display room, like behind me, I'm gonna have that VHS set, back here.
yeah, yeah. That'd be pretty dope, man. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna pick him up. I'll probably just pick up Wolverine because I really like that big flared out mask he has. I think that's pretty dope. So I'll probably just pick him up.
And
But
he comes with the meme, like the little picture
yeah, the
he's.
little picture frame. I saw
Yeah.
as soon as I saw that, I'm like, man, Plastic Thunder's gonna have a good time taking pictures of this shit.
Well, I mean, honestly, within the community, everybody's gonna try and attempt to recreate that. I'd have to like get my creative bag and try to think of something,
Oh yeah, I'm
different
pretty
because
sure.
everybody's gonna do so,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you'll think of something creative, man.
yeah, dog.
Yeah, nah, I don't know. I'm not a big package collector. Like all my retro cards, I just rip them open, man, and I throw that shit away. So
Yeah,
yeah, I'm not big on boxes. They're action figures, man. They should be played with. They're supposed to be
yeah.
played with.
I'm not a packaging stan either, but I am an X Men stan, so I'll make an exception and have that packaging.
The only ones that I've been tempted to buy doubles of is Spider-Man, man. Spider-Man related characters, but again, it comes down to space. I don't have the space, or I don't have the money either. So yeah, that's the only thing that
Yeah,
holds me back from buying those retro cards.
I mean, if you get doubles of Spider-Mans, if you had doubles of the classic, you probably have, if I know a kid, was it Aiden Pearson, whatever, he collects and he had like five or six of the Spider-Man 2.0, the one we just got. So
Yeah,
he getting up $600 worth of shit.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's just making the moves with the right iconic characters if profits your game. You know that this is the most definitive looking version of the character. Like mostly, that's gonna be '90s stuff. If you see a definitive figure, I grab multiples.
See,
If I can.
I had two or three of them of the retro Spideys when they first came out. Bro, I sold them for like
Mhm.
$20, like $15, $20,
Yeah,
and now I regret
it,
that, man. I regret it so much.
bruh. If Hasbro puts out a new mold of anything, people act like they don't care, don't pay attention about articulation, but people do care.
Yeah,
When that shit, I just grab it because I just know better now.
yeah. But what's his name? Dan Yoon said that there's gonna be a new one coming out soon. That's gonna, there's a reason why they hadn't released a retro Spidey again because there's another one coming out next year, and he said that he's heard about the pinless and he's heard our cries about wall crawling hands, and
Yeah.
Spider-Man's 60th anniversary is next year, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna get
Okay.
a better Spider-Man than the retro Spider-Man, man.
Yeah. I'm down for it because honestly, that retro Spidey, he's real buff, so it just makes me think classic cartoon, but not modern Spidey.
Yeah,
So if we get something slimmer with the same articulation, I'm for it.
yeah,
I'll be grabbing multiples if I
yeah.
see them.
Me too, me too. Not to resell, but I'm gonna have one and I'm gonna keep one in package, and then I'm gonna have another one just in case, rainy day, have them put away or something, or for
Yeah,
trade bait
trade
like you
bait.
do.
Yeah, that's the move.
All
Hell,
right,
even a customer just be wanting them bodies for all sorts of things. So there's value there.
Yeah, you see, Pounds 97 or what's his name? Pounds
Oh yeah,
97.
with the 978.
Yeah, the one that does all the Spider-Man customs.
Yeah,
Dude, I know he has to be spending a good chunk of money on just those bodies, man. He has to be. He has to.
that's. I mean, if there was anyone I'd want like a Spider-Man custom from, it would probably be him.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. If I ever, I'm not a big custom guy. I like to have straight out of the package the way they are. But if I ever do want a custom
Yeah,
Spider-Man, he's like the first person I'm gonna hit up because that man's talented like no other, man.
thanks. Actually, I had a second movie Venom that I wanted. I got with him, and he said he was booked up, but I wanted him to paint the white, spider on the chest, so I could
Yeah,
have that movie Venom with the comic, appearance. Because
yeah.
that sculpt is really good. They'll probably use it again at some point,
I'm pretty sure they're
and
gonna
maybe put
re-release it.
like, oh, they did or
No,
they are.
no, I'm saying I'm pretty sure they are now that Venom's in the MCU.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's coming.
Well, I haven't seen it yet, so
Oh
he's
shit! Did I spoil it
officially
for you?
no. It's cool.
My bad, man.
Bro, like
Oh
this, literally
man.
this weekend before my apartment started flooding, I was gonna head to the theater and just like binge 4 or 5 movies that I haven't caught up yet, just because I've been busy.
Damn,
But
man, I feel like a dickhead now, man. Damn, man.
no, it's cool.
I should have said.
I thought so because somebody in one of the photography groups I'm in, they shared a photo of Woody Harrelson, and he had like a No Way Home cap or like movie set cap on his head.
Was it Woody
So
or
I,
or
Woody,
or it was Woody?
like yeah, like he was on the set of No Way Home. So I
I,
kind of figured from that,
no,
you
I
know,
saw the one with what's his name? What's his name? The one that plays
Tom
Venom.
Hardy.
Tom Hardy. He had the
Tom
No
Hardy.
Way. Yeah, he had the set the hat for No Way Home. So I don't know if he's. I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to see him in No Way Home. Maybe later on in another Spider-Man movie, but I feel like No Way Home is already packed with characters.
He's probably there for a cameo, but not like no real,
Yeah,
internet.
I think the
If
main.
anything, if anything, it would be funny for him to just look at Peter and then just be like, that's nice, and just
Get the white
bite
spider.
his leg and take the logo.
Yeah,
That would be,
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it's gonna happen too. Either that or he's gonna lose the
yep.
costume. The symbiote. It's gonna go with Peter Parker, and back to Eddie, and then it's gonna have the spider. So yeah,
I
but
mean, there's a lot of shit they could do because they've already teased that Miles already exists within
yeah,
the
with
movie
Childish
continuity.
Gambino.
So
Yeah, 'cause
yeah,
yeah. I can't wait to see that movie, man. I can't believe it's already next month. Next month, we'll be watching No Way
yeah,
Home.
early next month too, like December 5th or something like that. So
I thought it was
it's like almost 40 days.
the 15th, I believe, is when it is. December 15th, if I'm not mistaken. But
Yeah, so
can you see? Hey, can you see me
5 weeks.
real quick? Can you see? Can you see
I
me
can see all. I can see all the way up to like your chin.
all the way up to my chin?
Yeah, that's where the camera's at.
Oh shit!
Okay. Yeah.
You can
Yeah. I
see me.
see.
So
Yeah.
they released a poster for No Way Home.
Okay. So you got Octavius. I can't see the other stuff though.
It's lightning.
Okay. So look, you got what's his Amazing Spider-Man, Electro, and then you got Raimi Ock in there.
And I think you can see Green Goblin in the back, but not well. But I'm surprised. I'm surprised they haven't released a second trailer. Man, it's only a month away. That's crazy. That's crazy to me.
They probably trying to hold some of those cars back because every trailer people stop and freeze frame every single little thing.
See,
So
my
people can
thinking,
put the story.
my thinking was that they weren't even showing the trailer because of uh, they might having to push the movie back. You know what I'm saying? Because of COVID and everything.
Yeah,
So I think that's why they didn't want to show too much or release too many trailers or anything. But it's looking to me like it's gonna release next month, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna come here in the next couple
Yeah,
of days.
shit, I'm ready for that, man. I, you know what? Spider-Man's gonna be hype, but I haven't seen Eternals yet, and I haven't seen any like crazy spoilers. So everybody's saying it's boring. I kind of got sold on that. It doesn't offer too much to
Yeah,
like the whole
I
MCU. It's just kind of
I haven't seen it yet. My stepdad saw it and he said it was decent. It wasn't as bad as everybody was making it seem to be, but he said it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. So I'm excited to see it though. Hopefully I get to see it here in the next couple of days because I just been working. So
yep, same
yeah.
shit. I'm like when we wrap up here, I'm gonna go back to moving all my shit out my flooded apartment, and then I'm gonna go to sleep for maybe 3 or 4 hours, and then go to work. It's
Oh
just
damn.
wow.
All right, well, man. Well, let me let you go so you can go ahead and keep doing what you need to do. Thank you for stopping by, man. It was I don't think too many people hopped in tonight, but it was nice catching up with you, man. You know that's all that really matters. I haven't talked to you in a minute, so it was nice catching up, and
Yeah, dude.
hopefully you can stop by again soon, man.
For sure. Next time I won't have my crazy ass situation go on. We could have did that test run a little
Yeah,
earlier instead of,
yeah, no, that's no
dropping the
problem.
ball.
I completely understand, man. You gotta take care of your business first. I wouldn't even mind rescheduling if you needed to, but hopefully we can do it again. Maybe next month we can make it a monthly thing or something. But yeah, it'd be cool to kick it with you again.
Yeah, dog, for sure. I'm down. Just hit me up and what was it you said? You was after the barbecue. Yeah, I do probably
Okay.
way too much hunting. If I see him, I'll just hit you up and you know,
I appreciate it,
just
man. Appreciate it. Yeah,
grab.
just let me know if you're down to come again sometime soon. So, with that, we're signing off. We'll wave at the camera until YouTube cuts us off.
All right,
Wave at the
all right.
camera, man.
Catch
You're
you
not
later.
waving. You're not waving, man. Gotta
All
wave.
right, y'all. Gonna see y'all.